Hey guys, we're going to go ahead and look at a graphing calculator on the internet called Desmos. So, take what notes you think you need. You're going to go to the Google search, or any search bar will work, and type in Desmos. Okay? As you can see, in the background, we're looking at the Desmos graphing calculator. Clicking on that, right in this bar here is where we type in the equation. So we can either type it in as y equals and then type in the equation. Okay, or that's probably the easy way. Or you can use function notation as well and get the same result. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you some different types of functions that you have not seen before, and you're going to be graphing them using the graphing calculator and writing the transformations that you see. So for example, one of the new functions we're going to look at is a rational function. Rational means it's in fraction form. So if for example, the parent of a rational function, one of the parents is 1 slash x, 1 divided by x. And you can see the parent. Now remember in class I talked to you about the special point. For example, the special point that we translate on a parabola is the vertex. Well, here it's actually not on the graph. It's actually right in the middle of the graph, 0, 0. Okay, I know it's kind of weird, but this is the special point that we translate right here. So it's directly in between the two graphs. It's split into two. So back up here, if you press enter, I will give you these functions. All you have to do is type them in. And let's say, for example, I want to affect the horizontal. So I'm going to do 1 divided by, and let's say I want to move this graph 2 units to the right. So this center point would now be right here. So we affect the x, so we're going to do x. We want to go to the right, so minus and 2. So we went, notice the point, the center point was 0, 0, and now the center point is now 2, 0. Right 2. And let's say I want to move this up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then, now at this point here, see, notice I'm still in the denominator. So you're going to arrow to the right on your keyboard, and we want to go up 4 units. So see how the graph moved up 4 units? Okay. If you ever want to get a point off the graph, what you're going to need to do is, you can see those 2 points here. If you put your cursor on the line and click, excuse me, okay, it'll give you a point. So you can get points off of your graph that way. I'm holding down the left click button while I'm doing this. Now remember, always when you're graphing a function, it's always going to have arrows on the end. So this is an arrow, this is an arrow, this is an arrow down here, arrow over here. Now let's say, for example, that's a rational function. Let's say we want to do a log function. A log function, you're going to go into your keypad. You could type log, but we want to get the base to be changed. So you'll know what I mean. It's a little number under the log. You're going to go into functions, and let's see if I can remember. If you go to miscellaneous here, you can see right here log. Okay, see the little cursor moving right here? So on your paper, it's going to give you a little number. You'll type it in, and let's look at the parent. So there's your parent for that graph. Okay, and if I want to move this parent, and by the way, the special point for the log is 1, 0. This point right here is our special point that we translate. So if I want to move it over 1, 2, 3 units to the left, okay, and notice I can't put the 3 in, but I need the 3. So I have to go back in here. I have to go to Functions, Miscellaneous. That way I can get my base correct. And I want to go to the left. So I'm going to affect X. I'm going to go to the left. So plus, I want to go left 3 units. And there you go. Notice that my special point right here, 1, 0 went 1, 2, 3 units to the left. And again, if I want to move it up, I got to get outside the parentheses. And if I want to move it up, plus 4. And then my special point went up 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is a little preview for what you're going to be doing on the computers in the library. If you need help finding something, please feel free to raise your hand and quietly ask me a question. We'll see you guys at the library tomorrow.